What's going on, everybody? Lead Farmer 73 here. Welcome to the block. You're gonna be hearing me refer to the block quite frequently from here on out. Something touched my heart today, and it made me see things in a different light. I want to say guava to everybody coming in the room. How y'all doing? Whew. So, excuse the attire. I'm out of town. Well, I'm at Freedom Acres. I'm at Freedom Acres. You come over here a little bit so I can see you a little better. What's going on, y'all? I'm trying to hydrate. I saw something today that caught my attention. Every now and then, the Father speaks to you through somebody else, and you don't even be ready for it. You don't even be ready for it. And I gotta be honest with you, family. Boy, that touched her. That touched what they call it? Hit a chord with me today. So I'm at Freedom Acres like I always be, and I told you I wasn't showing it no more, and I ain't, not necessarily. Look at this right here. Look at this. I'm about to catch the whole place on fire. Hold on. I'm about to catch everything on fire. All right. Ooh. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. I thought I'd come in here for a minute. While I'm here, I'm gonna be here for a minute. And just, hey Dave Busby, how you doing? Let me get my spectacles. Dave Busby, who else I got in here? Hey, in his presence, Felicia Path, Talisha, Nubian Queen, Jay Thompson, G. Cole, Life with Sister, how you doing? Tawana, Adina V. Gar, Myra McLean, how you doing, Myra McLean? Tawana, Miss Sunshine, Second Floor Gardens, I like your name. Walter Williams, Patience Saint, Old McMoney, Adric. How y'all doing today? Adric was the first one in the room on my chart. I want to ask y'all right off the bat. Well, let me tell you something. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to get my words right and make this sound coherent to you, because I know how it goes through my head. Hey, Carlene, how you doing? Official Jamia, hey, Official Jamia. Today, I really will not be on here long unless y'all got questions. Look at this dirt under me. I'm filthy. I just got through cutting about 2 acres. And I ain't cut this grass in about forever. I just been cutting little paths to do everything I need to do. And I did tell my friend, I was like, man, I just been cutting paths to go check the bees, paths in the grass to go check the chickens, paths to get back and forth to the RV, to the tents. And I ain't cut the grass because my lawnmower was down and all I had was a push lawnmower. So all kind of stuff been happening, over this last year. And I ain't gonna lie to you, family. I ain't no different than you. I get depressed and I get down, and I get low, and I get pushed back, just like you do. Don't ever think that I don't. Please don't let them numbers on this social media platform make you think I'm inhuman, because I'm not. I'm just like you. Them numbers don't do nothing. They pay you a little bit of money, but they don't got nothing to do with your emotion. So I goes through things, and y'all don't know nothing about it, but I goes through things in my life too. And you can get depressed. It's easy to get into depression. It's easy to get into a funk, is what I like to call it. People call it depression. I call it get into a funk, because I don't like that word, depression. And I know a lot of people going to be like, but it's a real thing. Okay, whatever. Tomato, tomato. I get into a funk like everybody else do. And here's the thing. If you get so far deep down in some funk and you let the world push you away, you let the world get on your shoulders and you feel your knees buckling and you back away, look, you just back away long enough till you can get yourself back together. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what the hell you was supposed to be doing in the first place. I'm gonna say this about social media. Social media is a powerful place. It's a powerful tool. It is, and usually it's not used for good. It's usually nowadays used for wicked intent, and it's easy to fall into that trap because social media plays on your emotions. Social media plays on your pulls at your heartstrings, and it does have almost just as bad of effect on a person as it would if you knew them in person and y'all was face to face and they was whatever, right? And you can fall into a funk like that. I said I was never gonna show Freedom Acres no more because uh the weirdos and the freaks and the trolls and the whatever. Uh, and it dawned on me. Some people, I'm focusing on the wrong thing. Let's put it like that. I'm focusing on the people or the things that's trying to stop me. I'm putting more energy and focus into evil and I'm so busy trying to figure out why people are so evil that I'm not spending any energy into helping the people that's actually righteous and good. I thought about that. I woke up, I had this crazy ass dream last night, and I ain't one of them people like I had a dream about. No, no, no. I just had a crazy ass dream, okay? Uh, Say, lady, you and Lady Led can get my riding lawnmower. See, that's why I'm here today. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get on to why about the riding lawnmower. Uh, I woke up today. I had a crazy dream and woke up and knew. I know the dream was crazy, but something inside me today said, I got to go. I got to get out of here. I got to do what I'm supposed to do. And Lady Led said, look, I got some stuff to do. I said, good, because I got to go. I got to go. I ain't going to be home. I ain't going to be home for a few days. I'm going to the land. I said, I got stuff to tighten up out there. I done let things run amok, and I got to start tightening this up because I got this plan in my head. It is so beautiful for my land. I got this plan in my head, and I ain't gonna share that part with you, but dang on it, I got this plan in my head. All it is a continuation of what I really started, but I'm just doing it different. To all my friends, my close ones, man, I'll tell you about it. But I'm telling you this, family, don't let nobody stop your flow. Cause let me tell you this, I, I've had people, and me and my wife talked this morning. We had a quick coffee. We didn't sit back and chill coffee. We had a quick coffee. We was drinking coffee, putting our clothes on and everything all at the same time. And listen to this. Listen to this. Don't let me forget about the tractor, okay? Um, and I thought about something. You know something? People people, and I was telling her I was kind of down. I told her about this crazy ass dream, and I said, I'm down because people always think that. How can you convince people that you're not either lying to them, bullshitting them, trying to get views, trying to get thumbs ups and stuff like that? And I said it's so crazy because nobody believe anything that I try to tell them or warn them about, right? And I ain't saying I'm the say all end all the one to be listening to, but I'm just saying when I see you about to walk out into traffic, I'm gonna scream and tell you, man, car coming. Look here, y'all. I thought about this today. This the God honest truth. Now I ain't gonna play with y'all about God. It's God honest truth. Don't nobody believe me when I'm telling them stuff, right? Don't nobody believe my accomplishments, and I'm just going by some of the comments and the emails that I get from time to time. You don't believe the accomplishments, you don't believe the successful stories that we tell, and you don't believe in some of the miraculous things that have happened to us. And then when I'm telling these stories, I get these people like, oh, he lying, right? And that is off-putting, because I'm like, damn, I'm spilling my guts, and people think you lying. But you know what dawned on me? And I'm going to start saying this forever. I mean it, too. Have you ever been so blessed that everybody think it's fake? Here I am stewing in my own juices about what the hell somebody else think about what I'm doing and saying. Have you ever known somebody to be so blessed that it looks fake? Have you ever seen somebody so blessed that you always think they lying because their stories are like beyond miraculous? Have you ever seen somebody, or even it might even be you, have you ever seen somebody that's just so blessed that they don't believe a word that comes out your mouth? I ain't even gonna say it's jealousy. I'm not gonna use. I don't throw that word around. I don't throw the word jealous around like I don't throw the word around like haters or pulling the black card. I don't throw them words around lightly. It ain't jealousy. It ain't jealousy. It's disbelief of miracles. That's what it is. It ain't jealousy. You know what? And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I wasn't me, I wouldn't believe me either. If I wasn't me and living these miracles and living these blessings that have been bestowed onto me, I wouldn't believe me either. I wouldn't believe me either. Who says that they can buy a house for $150,000 in a $400,000 neighborhood? Where they do that at? Who would believe that you almost done paying for your house and your land is paid with cash money, cash? Who would believe that your youngest son is in college and your oldest two is very successful and living out on their own? Who would believe that you doing all this and you damn near debt free? Who would believe that every time you ask for something, you really, really want it and you really, really pray on it, it some kind of way happens? It's almost like you asking your parents, can you have $5? And they say, yeah, don't spend it all because I ain't giving you no more. And that's how I've been feeling. And then when I try to share the miracles that happened to me and hope it'll help somebody else, nobody believes you. I woke up so energized. Stood on the scale. Scale is down. Scale is leaking. I said, okay. I said, dang. Coffee tasted better today for some reason. I said, Lord, if you about to make me punch my clock, please let me know, because I sure am enjoying today, and I don't really want it to end like this. Coffee tastes better. Slept like a rock. Had a crazy dream, but woke up, took a shower, jumped on the scale. The scale done caught a leak, so I'm just little poundage is leaving. I said, you know what? I'm about to go to the land. I'm about to go. And I'm going to sit and work on my blessing. This land was blessed to me. This was given to me from the Almighty Father. And I told y'all how we acquired it. Nobody would ever believe it. You would never believe how we got this land. This wasn't even a piece of land I was supposed to be getting. We went to go look at this other big old plot of land. It was like 20 acres. But it was in a swamp, and it was down the road from a gun club, and people was flying like rebel flags and stuff, and it kind of made us feel a little uneasy. So we just got back into the book while we was driving. We was, again, we hours away from our home. So since we done drove 3 hours, 4 hours away from the house, we might as well just keep on looking. So while I'm driving, Lady Led is looking through uh, like the Zillow and stuff. And she said, it's another piece of land. Go down, just go down we drove for another about half hour or whatever. Seen this piece of land, and I think it was like 10 acres or something like that. But it was, I kid you not, it was 10 acres, but it was so narrow, it was probably like a driveway or something. It was weird. It was weird. It was narrow. Just say it was like 10 acres or so, but it was as narrow as like a 4-lane highway or something. It was just weird. And I was like, nah. So I said, look, we heading home. And then when we heading home, she said, there's one more we want to go look at. And it ain't too far from here. I said, well, let's go. We already here. Do you know, my land is so secluded, you couldn't find it unless I told you exactly how to get here. I would have to guide you in. If I had a package come here, he wouldn't know how to get to me. My land is like that. You wouldn't know how to get to me. My driveway is 2 football fields long. You wouldn't even know where the house is. Where I'm sitting right now, you wouldn't have a clue where it is. You'll be driving around in circles for no reason because it's in the smack dab center of the woods. So when we found a place, we couldn't find it. And I seen this driveway, which is a tunnel. I'm gonna just give you a little taste of what my driveway looked like, okay? It's a tunnel as long as 2 football fields. Watch this. You see all the way down there? Let me see if y'all can see that. See that tunnel of trees? You can't find that. You will drive right past that. Cause it looked just like this. When you drive past it, it looked just like this. See that hole right here? That's what it looked like. So here's the thing, even if you so happen to stumble upon it, the driveway is so long, you will start getting nervous and you'll be like, I ain't going down there. So me and Lady Led, I said, listen, what only thing can happen is we gonna just drive down this long pathway and just see. And if somebody come out, we gonna tell them it was an accident. We got lost and show them that, you're a real estate agent. She had on her real estate stuff and everything. And we came all the way to this end and to this big old giant 2-acre opening. And we sitting, I can't tell you how many acres it is. It's plenty. It's plenty. It's more than enough. And the opening itself is about 2 acres, maybe an acre, because I've never measured the opening. So here's the thing. Called the people, Lady Led, that picture I showed y'all is Lady Led calling the agency right then and there and inquiring about this piece of land. It had been on it had been on the market for like 3 days, something like that. No bids on it, nothing. And we said, well, let's do this. We hurried up, took a walk around it, checked it out, everything, did everything. We went and put a bid on it. It went like clockwork because it was so affordable and it was in the budget. It was in the budget where I know I got this cash. It wasn't no, what do we do? Sell a couple of cars and no. It was, I got the cash. I got the cash, not the I need to go and run to about 4 or 5 different banks. No. Y'all seen when the bank got me and I took all my cash out that time? I had the cash on me. When you do a cash transaction, you don't gotta go through all that crazy, crazy stuff. You know, you ain't dealing with no banks, you ain't dealing with no loans, you ain't dealing with no negotiations, nothing. You're dealing with cash money, just like you buying a car, cash money. And ain't no waiting for the deed and the bank got the lien on the deed, none of that. It's boom. Your deed to be in, here's your temporary deed and your real deed to be in the mail. And it'll be there probably in a week or two. And it was. Where they do that at? We've been so blessed over the years that nobody believes anything we say. And I said, you know what? And I've been taking it the wrong way. I've been taking it like offensively. I've been taking offense to it. But now I'm proud that people don't believe me. I'm glad you don't believe me. You want to know why? Because it means I'm doing things that well that is unbelievable to you. I'm doing all the right things so right that you don't believe me. And see, you can let that stuff get you down. And people will start saying stuff about haters and people start saying jealousy. I don't. Those are non-believers. It's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures. It's gonna be people that don't believe. People didn't believe Jesus was the Son of God. They didn't believe him so much they killed him. They said, you cut that out. That's blasphemy. Stop it. And he said, what? I ain't playing. I'm serious. Yeah, that's my dad. Had to get rid of him. So what on God's green earth make me think that people are going to believe me? But I'm learning to, instead of being so, cause see, I do, y'all have seen in my life, since I've been on social media, you know what you see? You see my childish streak sometime. And what one of my childish streaks is, when I get something I can't wait to show you. Just like when I was a kid, you get a new Hot Wheel car, you get a new Transformer, you want to run over your friend's house and show them. And then we gonna play Transformers and then try to figure out a way you can get a Hot Wheel car and some Transformers, right? But until you get your Hot Wheel car and your Transformer, I'm gonna let you play with my toys. And I'm gonna tell you what I told my mama and daddy to convince them to get me the new toy. And that's what I feel like I'm doing here on YouTube. All I'm doing is sharing my experiences with you and sharing my blessings with you. And in turn, hoping I can give you enough information where you can mess around and get your information too, or get your toys too. It ain't nothing about bragging, because that's ridiculous. It's about, man, I want everybody plate full. So I just wanted to tell you I was out here, and I'm gonna tell you, my grass, I can't make this up. My grass is literally almost 4 feet tall. My grass is 4 feet tall. And the reason my grass is 4 feet tall, because my tractor has been broken. I had 4 flats. It wouldn't start. The battery was dead. It needed an oil change. everything you could think wrong, and it's been sitting out here under this carport in the weather for going on now since last winter. Well, basically since last fall, because wintertime the grass don't really grow like that. So I've been out here several times, and I hit the key, and then nothing happened. Today, I start using my push lawnmower to cut me another path, because I said I'm gonna be here for a few days. Let me start cutting me some paths to the chickens, cutting me some paths to the bees, because I'm gonna check in there, get me some honey. And you know what? I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to start this sucker for real. I'm gonna pull my tractor out. I'm gonna see if these tires hold air. I'm gonna air them up. I'm gonna fill it full of fresh fuel. I'm gonna charge this battery while I do other stuff. I'm gonna get this battery charged up. I'm gonna go and check all the tents and check everything out like I do. Do you know I came back a little while later? Boom! This lawnmower started like I just pulled it out of Home Depot off the showroom floor. Wasn't no wasn't none of that. It was like woo. It was a little sputtery at first, little buttery sputtery. But that sucker just, I said, thank you, Lord. Because I made a promise to myself, and I made a promise to God. I said, if this lawnmower start, I'm cutting this grass. I don't want to. I don't want to. And I'm not ready, and I don't have the right gear. And I'm afraid. I don't feel like seeing no copperheads. I don't feel like seeing no rattlesnakes. I don't feel like seeing no foxes bedded down. I don't feel like seeing no deer scare the hell out of me because they bedded down in this grass that's so tall. I don't feel like seeing it, right? So I said, Lord, if this lawnmower start, I'm gonna cut the grass. Boo! Woo! That thing sounded like a Harley Davidson. I said, thank you, God. Thank you, Father. A promise is a promise. I jumped on this lawnmower, and I've been on this sucker for about 3 or 4 hours. And every time I said I'm just gonna cut a little bit, I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so energized. I'm feeling so powerful. I said, okay, one more piece. All right, I'm gonna just cut around here. Okay, stay away from the solar panels, but we gonna cut a little bit right here. I'm gonna take one more piece of, man, before you know it, all I gotta do is get my damn weed whacker out and trim everything. I cut all of this. I cut all of it. Then I said, I'm gonna clean up all this cardboard I got out here, because that's another long story. We was gonna have a big shindig here, and that didn't transpire. So I got a bunch of cardboard boxes I gotta get rid of. But man, look, my message to you is, with all this, man, don't let nobody steal your energy. I know people say that saying, don't let people steal your joy. You can say it however you want to, but I'm telling you, people will destroy your energy. They will. And you know what? Some people are hardwired energy suckers. They hardwired damn life force suckers. They remind me of them damn things. I wish I could remember what they was called on Dark Crystal, to suck your energy out, suck the essence up out of you. Not hookers, not hookers. Um, what was they called? Scarabs or something on that movie back in the day, the Dark Crystal. Yeah, suck your energy clean out of your body. I forget what they was called. You know what? No, because leeches won't drain you dry. Leeches will just suck enough to get enough blood, and they'll fall off you. Nope, nope, nope. You know why I don't want to use vampires? Because vampires suck you and turn you into one of them. Nope. This is something else. This is something completely different. When you see somebody trying to do right, and you see all these people attaching themselves to them to suck their freaking life force out of them, I'm gonna tell you this: people know you're like fire. You're like fire. You're like a damn campfire at night, and your flame is so bright that all of the horrible things keep just coming to it. It's like Not just moths, not just butterflies at night, not just lightning bugs, but you got bats, you got all kind of stuff, mosquitoes. Everything is they attracted to your light. They attracted to it, but they don't mean you no good. But see, here's the thing about that. Don't let them dim that light though. You throw a couple more logs on your fire and you make your light so bright that the closer they get to you, they burn. See, I keep forgetting my own advice. Don't let them dim your fire out. Cause they will snuff your fire out. Don't let them snuff your fire out. You keep throwing logs on your fire and make it so fucking hot, and you make your fire so bright, they can't get nowhere close to you without burning into ashes around you. Did you hear what I said? You keep throwing logs on your fire. You make your fire brighter. You make your fire hotter. So they can't get damn 5 feet away from you without burning into cinder. See, I forget my own advice at times, man. See, I talk a mean game, but sometimes I forget about it my own self. I'm human. Yeah, that's the name. The Skeekses. Yes, them. Yes, please make peace. Make peace. Yes, them energy suckers. What's up, B Rich? Yes, the Skeekses. Yes, them things. Energy suckers. They suck the essence right out of your soul. And you become a zombie. Because all you can do is think about them and what they thinking about you, and thinking about how they feel about you, and thinking about if you could make back friends back with them, and they sucked your energy out. You their zombie. Nah. They'll douse your light if you don't keep them. Look, keep a log on the fire at all times. You gotta treat your spirit like a wood burning stove. You know, a wood burning stove in the middle of the night, that's when they get you. When you ain't aware, you sleeping. And that's when they start putting your fire out. Wake your butt up, wake your goof ass up, and go put about 2 big solid doggone logs on your fire. To the point you gotta open all the windows because you burning yourself out. Your light is so bright. Your heat is so intense. That mean they can't get nowhere close to you. And see, I've fallen victim to that myself. Letting people try to douse my fire. Never again, Lord, never again. I never let nobody try to put my fire out. Human, demon, friend, foe, nobody. Trolls, bots, AI, I don't care what it is. This world is so wicked now, you don't know people from computers. You don't know human beings from computers. And it's easy to take the wrong step and go down a bad path just by trying to please something that don't even really truly exist. And some people are so heartless, some human beings are so heartless and cruel, they can actually be even worse than the bots. That's why I took all the moderators off, right? It wasn't nothing personal against absolutely nobody personal. I did that because I said, hell, some of the people I'm dealing with is worse than the bots. I know what the bots do. The bots are here to get on your nerves and disrupt the flow of your positive energy. But the people, them is the ones you got to worry about. So if ain't nobody controlling my narrative, I don't got to worry about them. I know the bots got a job to do, so I ain't worried about them. You can go back and just erase everything they have said and done in your live stream or in your comment section. But when it comes to the human beings, you got to figure out who's really on your team and who ain't. So that's why I took the wrenches away, because what I start seeing is it was people with wrenches, and it's on everybody channel too. People with wrenches, you don't know, just because you gave this person a wrench, you gave this person a wrench, you gave this person a wrench, you don't know that they all don't like each other. And they screwing each other up by they're deleting their friends and they're deleting their friends in the chat, and everybody think it's you doing it. So now everybody got their eyebrow raised like lead acting funny, man. It ain't me. You don't know inside of your live stream or on top of your channel, what you don't know is there are silent battles going on that you don't know nothing about. This person don't like that person don't like this person been talking about that person is friends with this person, that person, but they can't stand each other. All that battle is going on your channel, and you gave them powers to do, when you give them a wrench, you give them powers to do something about how they don't like each other. And all that's happening on your channel. And then your channel don't be growing, and you be wondering why. Because behind the scenes, there's silent, evil, wicked battles going on, and you have no idea. And then there's whispers and murmurs about you because they think it's you telling them to get rid of them. Told your ass up with that, didn't I? YouTube is ratchet. So I just want to say this. I am not going to be showing all of my personal stuff on Freedom Makers, but I'm not going to stop showing my progression, because I have an idea. I have an idea with all of this that came to me. Everybody saw the title, said, "Welcome to the block." I'm going to announce what the block is. But get this. I want to ask y'all this. How many people are landowners right now? It ain't got to be fully paid off. Just you own land. How many people are landowners? I wanted to, you know what? It killed me to stop showing my progress too. But nah. Okay, we got, okay, Maria. Hey, Gleaner's Journey, how you doing? It's good to see you, my sister. Okay, Maria, Strawberry Kiss, Fresh and Fire Backyard Living, Sneak 804. Okay, uh, okay, Serendipity. Um, Life with Sisters, oh, Spice, okay. Talisha Acre. Uh, Dolphin C, you said not yet. Are you working on it? If you working on it, say I'm working on it. If you're just working on it, like actually in progress, I ain't talking about some you aspire to. I'm talking about some you are in the works, you are on the look, you have already either been approved for your loan, or and all you're doing is looking for land, or you got a couple pieces and you just finishing touches. If you're in that phase of it, let me know. Okay. Terrence B, G Cole, Andream 59, Dr. Bozark. Okay. All right, off grid with Rashad, says second year off grid on 87 acres. Okay. Kerry Robinson, Talisha. Okay. If you are in a serious progress, okay, Goldilocks said working in progress. Okay, if you're in that serious phase of progress where either you got your cash ready and you're just looking for the land and you got a couple pieces looked at, or you already been approved for your loan, you in talks with realtors and everything else, if you're in that phase, put your hand up too and just tell me like you working on it, you're in the progress, you're in the process. Okay, Dolphin C, I'm working on it. Dolphin C, you will get it. You will get it, brother. Okay, working on it. Mercy. V-Gar says working on it. Terry says definitely working on it. Okay, RLM says me. Okay. Uh, Milana says working on it. All right, Dolphin C looking for 5 acres. Okay, okay. Precious SoCal Garden, how you doing, sister? All right, Vanessa says working on it. Got you. BR Legend, you got yours. Gene says I got mine. If you got yours, just raise your hand or say hand. Okay. Nubian Queen, I'm blessed, completed. Good. Goldilocks, you looking in Africa. Good luck with that. Terry, okay. Uh, exception to the rule says me. Gwen says me. Karen and Thomas, me, a double me. Okay. Uh, okay. Let me see. It's a lot in the city that's been in the family for more than 7 years. Okay. Okay. I don't understand what that means, Julio. You're hosted at the moment. I don't understand what that means. But this what I'm gonna do. I'm going to have at least. I'm going to at least have one. I want to meet everybody that's landowners, and it's a reason for that. I got an idea. This way, we ain't. I made the camp club private, and it works so wonderful. I think I'm gonna start a landowners club. I said this a long time ago. I think I'm gonna start a landowners club, and this is why I want to do it. What that's gonna do is gonna help us work together as a unit to help one another, share ideas instead of so we don't have to worry about trolls. We don't have to worry about outsiders and their nonsensical bull crap. We can focus on success. And sometimes success does not happen publicly. Sometimes success happens in private. And until you become strong enough to make it public, you got to be private. So that's what I think I'm going to do. A landowners club. Now, the other point about the landowners club, what it'll help is it'll help other people. We could directly share our experiences. I'm not talking about we all just talking about owning land. I'm talking about a club, a functional club, just like I did with the camp club. It's functional now. It's not just a lot of people that like to camp. Everybody is chipping in and everybody plays a part. And no, I am not the leader. I am the host. And everybody is equally yoked and everybody helps and chips in. Everybody it don't have to look to me for no answers. Everybody is looking at one another for answers as a group, as a club. So what that's going to do is the people that's serious and seriously honest about really trying to progress into land ownership, we can give them every piece of information that they will need. And it doesn't have to be watered down through social media. Because social media waters things down. And I could be telling you something serious about land ownership, and then I got to deal with trolls, I got to deal with weirdos, I got to deal with creeps, I got to deal with no names, and then what that does, and y'all have seen me do it before, is make me fly off of a subject onto something crazy when I'm supposed to be giving real information. So if we make it private like this, where we all come together and like say a private StreamYard or Zoom meeting, where we all sitting down and sharing our experiences, and we'll call it the campfire chat. We'll sit around the campfire and we're gonna talk about our experiences, our successes, and our failures. That way we can help one another, and that will also help us help other people that are actually aspiring to become landowners. Because keep on that's hitting and missing, and people say I want to, but they are not serious about it. You're wasting people's time. You're wasting people's energy, and the energy that I will waste on a person that just want to talk crap is energy I could be spending on a person that's sitting here, got a down payment, sitting here, then and they got everything they need in a row. They just ain't quite sure about every step to take first. So that energy could be focused on people that's serious, not people that you think is cute because you seen on TikTok. I'm talking about actually real hardcore, hard hitting. Look, you need help. We can help you. We can help you. That's what I want. I'm not gonna hide my land from the world like that. I'm not gonna show everybody everything no more, but I'm not gonna hide. I'm not running in the because all that's doing to me is dousing my fire. That's all that is. I'm not gonna let nobody douse my fire. Somebody might be lost in the darkness and they need that bright light to shine so they can see into the path. What I look like letting somebody douse my fire out when this person, what is that called on the harbor? A lighthouse. I'm not about to douse my fire, because man, it might be some lost ships at sea that's trying to get to the path, and I'm sitting here letting trolls, weirdos, freaks and creeps and assholes douse my fire. I'm just gonna keep a log on that mug, and I'm gonna show y'all. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't getting so late, I'm gonna show y'all what can you teach us how to buy land. I'm not gonna teach you how to buy land. I want you to teach yourself how to purchase land. This is what I will be willing to do, though, from here on out. I will tell you if that's not a good idea or not. I'm not going to hold your hand and walk you down to kindergarten. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not certified nor am I qualified to do that. But if I tell you, hey, I wouldn't do that if I was you, I'm that guy. People on here been calling me Uncle Led for the last 5, 6 years. I'll be that uncle to you and say, I wouldn't do that. Okay? But I'm not going to pretend I'm going to act like your daddy and tell you what you need to be doing. That's not my job. My job is like, look, you run something past me, like, hey, I ran into this deal, that deal, and I got this amount of money, yada, yada, yada. And I'll be like, sound like you on the right track, and you know how your uncle or something will throw something at you, like, look, this is what you do. Go down there. I want you to run downtown. I got a friend down here working at building ask for Bobby and tell him Liz sent you, okay? Tell him you my nephew, and I sent you over there. I do stuff like that, but I'm not gonna tell nobody what they should be doing, because if I tell you what you should be doing and how you need to be doing it, all you're doing is you're becoming me. I don't want you to become me. I want you to be better than me. I want you to do things better than me. I don't want you to go through all the stuff I've been through. So if I tell you exactly how I do stuff, you're going to go through the same bullshit that I've been through. I don't want you to do that. Right? So I'm going to tell y'all this. Man, it feels so good out here. Let me tell you something right now. I will share these moments with y'all. I'm going to share this. There is no feeling like this. I know I let a lot of things get to me on YouTube, but nothing has changed when it comes to the feeling of nobody around you. I literally can get up, drop my drawer, squat over right here behind this camera, and take me a hot deuce and wipe my butt with my sock, and ain't nobody can see me. And I don't gotta care. I mean, it's gonna smell funny and draw flies, but you understand what I'm saying? I don't got to worry about nobody coming here. And did you hear something? You want to hear something right now? Listen. No weed whackers, no lawnmowers, no leaf blowers, no edge trimmers. Every time I do a video at my house, think about it. Hedge trimmers, weed whackers, lawnmowers, riding lawnmowers, hedge trimmers, That's why I be going crazy there. Listen, I love my house and I love my land in the city. I do. This hit different. Oh, and traffic. This hit different. You know what? I got a whole bunch of cans of tuna fish in here, and I got me plenty of water. I got my filters out here. I got everything I need. I got food, I got water, I got several pieces of shelter. I even brought my bug out trailer. I got my tents, and everybody keep wondering, my tent's been up, ain't nothing. Listen, my tent's been up, and what I should have done, I'm going to release a video of my tents. All three been up. I got my Kodiak, it's still up. I got my white duck, it's still up. And I got my Vivor bell tent, it's still up. And it's over a year now. And everybody like, you can't live in no tent. The hell you can't. I'm just gonna drop this to you real quick. Y'all truly think you can't live in no tent? You don't think you can keep warm in no tent? If you get a real tent that you supposed to be living in, yes you can. I did it. I proved it. I proved it. Plenty of trees for firewood. And you know what? Last winter, I chopped up so many cords of firewood, and I sat over here by this house. Man, I need to be chopping more firewood so it'll be ready for next winter. But I got enough wood to get me all through this coming winter. But that don't mean, burn all your fuel. I just gotta add on to the back end of that. Look here. Y'all seen me chopping that wood. You saw a few minutes of that video of me chopping wood. But that went on for weeks. You don't never stop that. Yes, Tawana, Landowners Club. We gonna call it the block. Okay. Because it's something out here missing. And you're listening to people telling you why owning land is stupid. I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna get some pushback from this. I'm not knocking nobody that's renting. I'm not knocking anybody that's renting. I've been a renter. Hated that, but I was a renter once. Let me tell you something. No, I ain't gonna say once, twice in Atlanta. Twice in Atlanta, and once I've been a renter. More times than I remember now, but I've been a renter. This ain't against nobody's renting. But let me tell you this. Don't you ever let nobody tell you that owning land is stupid. I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. Anybody that's telling you that land ownership is stupid, is dumb, is illogical, is not a good idea, is the devil. Anybody that's telling you that is is Satan himself. If anybody is telling you you shouldn't be owning no land, get away from them quick. If anybody telling you that renting is smarter, get away from them. If they tell you the only reason they're renting is because they travel a lot, that don't count. That's fine. But I'm talking about if people just say, I just like doing this, because I don't like cutting my own grass. Get away from them. Get away from them people. Because those people are living in the moment. You ain't even thinking about how you gonna take care of your family and your future and your children and your children's children. Or you living for you. Again, this ain't got nothing to do with, I ain't got nothing against people renting. I'm telling you, this is for the people that's telling you renting is smart and land ownership is stupid. Run away from them. Listen. Throw down some of them smoke balls like Batman do, and where did he go? I don't know. Leave them like that. Leave them in a cloud of smoke. Leave them in a cloud of smoke. Don't even let them know which direction you left in. Leave them. Because let me break this down to you just to make you understand where I'm coming from. I'm going to tell you how powerful land is. Land is one of the most powerful things on the planet. Land ownership is so powerful that it's biblical. The Father blessed us with land, number one. Then number two, he said, you're going to own everything as far as the eye can see. I'm going to give that. That's for you. That's for my people. He didn't say he going to give us all the rabbits, no, he said, I'm going to give you land as far as your eye can see. He said land. If you don't want to do this scripturally, let's do this. If you don't believe in the Father or whatever, or your religion is different than anybody else, fine. Okay. Well, now let's talk about worldly things. Land is still just as powerful as it is biblically in worldly definition. You want to know how? Every single war on the face of the earth since the Stone Age has been about land. We have some brewing right now. What do you think that's about? Religion? No. We want your land. We want to expand. We are here in the Americas right now because they did what? Stole people's land. Because land is important. Why are they over in Africa stealing land? Because the resources on said land are almost from God himself. The resources that not just help you survive, but survive and flourish in such a way that everybody is scheming and sneaking and conniving to get their grubby hands on it. Look at every story. Look at every single story in history. Every story in history. Okay, they came here, invaded, took over the Americas. Boom. They knew this land was rich. It was rich with livestock, buffalo, bear, elk, deer, everything, food, fresh, clean water, rivers, mountains, snow, everything the Americas was full of life. They said, oh, we got to get that. Oh, now let's fast forward. Land is so powerful that what happened? The Great Migration to the West, the gold rush. Every story in history, in mankind's times, we're not even talking scriptures, we're not talking biblical, we're just talking about worldly things. Every historic story is about land. I'm going to marry that girl, but the first thing I need to do is I got to acquire me a piece of land so I have somewhere to raise a family, a wife, and some children. Everything, every story, every even fictional story, every factual story, every war, every battle, everything has been about land. Everything. Even in certain times, what did they do? Say, sir, I would like to marry your daughter. I would like to marry your daughter, sir. And the father would say, what you got? Well, I got me a ranch up on the hill there. I got me about 35 acres, and I'm trying to acquire more because I got a couple heads of cattle, and I got some livestock, some goats, and some sheep, and a couple horses, and I just want to start a family and make her an honest woman. He didn't say I got about $40,000. He didn't say I'm sitting on a gold mine. He said, look, I got 30 acres, a head of cattle, couple goats, and I'm just trying to make her out to be an honest woman. That was his game to her daddy. Not that he didn't say I'm a good man. He didn't say I'm an honest man. He didn't say I'm a God-fearing man. That man came to her father and said, I got land. And he knew, and every man back in them days knew, don't approach nobody's father and talk about some you want to marry their daughter and you ain't did shit. You ain't got no land. You ain't got no cattle. You ain't got no, don't come over here asking for my daughter's hand in marriage and you ain't did nothing. That's how important it is. Land has made and broken relationships, marriages. Land did that, not money. Land is power. It's so powerful. When you know what I got over here, you want it. If I struck gold right there or oil on my land, which y'all already know how this go. Every time somebody strike gold or find gold, they instantly million or billionaires. Instantly, as soon as they see the first black drop of black crude oil. If they find a gold nugget, everybody, your little $20,000 piece of land just became a $20 billion piece of land because people is bidding on your land and want to buy your land from you because you found 2 gold little nuggets. Somebody's teeth fell out back in the 1800s, and now they want to buy your land for $200 million or $1 billion like Dr. Dre did. So anybody that's telling you land ownership is dumb, they're telling you about themselves. They are literally telling you they're dumb. They are saying it to you and you ain't even paying attention. Land ownership is stupid. They are telling you they are stupid and uneducated and about the situation. You got to be out of your rabbit ass mind. Let's do this. Let's do this here. Land is so powerful. I already said that. The God said he was going to give it to you. Now tell me again why renting is smarter than owning land, family. Can you? I'm sick of people coming at me with that garbage, man. I miss me with that. I don't know where y'all get. And you know what I tell people to say that to me? The people that say renting is smarter than owning land always lets me know that's coming from a person that has never owned a damn thing except a pair of sneakers in their life. You've never owned anything because that's not coming from a wise person. That's not even coming. I can even see if you said I owned land, I didn't like it because I went out there half-cocked, didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have the tools. So I prefer to rent because I didn't know what I was doing. But you still can't say it's dumber than renting. You can't say that. You can't say that. I refuse to listen to that. Here you go. Land is so powerful that it has been here and it will be here long after you're gone. And here's the smart thing. Either it's going to belong to somebody else because your goofy butt didn't even buy none, or it's going to get passed down generation to generation in your bloodline. Let me tell you something about land ownership. My father owned houses when I was a kid. And I used to help my dad go to these houses and clean them up and clean up after the renters, help him cut grass and all of this stuff. That became my teenage job, was to go to all the rental properties and cut the grass. And that's how I made my little money to go to the mall. Once I got old enough, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but once I got old enough and I was coming to the end of my high school years, my dad was able to gift me a house. Did you hear what I said? He said, you go over there and take care of that house. So I kept taking care of it till I kept spending the night at the house because nobody would rent it because the neighborhood was so bad. The neighborhood was horrible. The neighborhood was horrible. Back in the early 90s, and anybody in Toledo, what is that? Vance and Belmont, or Vance and Hoyt, Vance and Junction. I lived right there. Nobody would rent the place because you end up getting smoked. or end up smoking. So I would go cut the grass in a bad neighborhood. I knew all these people my whole life anyway, so they didn't bother me none, you know. They knew my father owned this house, and I always come to take care of the house, cut the grass, whatever. So I end up spending the night in the house, spending the night in the house, spending the night in the house till I basically lived in the house because all my gear, all my food, everything, I wasn't coming home no more. So my mother would start asking me where I've been, where you been. I've been over to the house cleaning it up. You know, what's the name of them tore it up so bad. And, you know, I found out there was a leak in there and I'm down there trying to fix the leak. That was my house. So once my father actually found out that I'm actually living in that house, he kind of got upset at first because I didn't get his permission to do that. But he wasn't his normal mad at you like you about to get in trouble, you know, you about to be on punishment. He was like, what you doing over there? You ain't told me this, da, 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 da. Don't be over there, you know, you get in trouble and there's a lot of drugs and stuff over there. I said, I know, Dad, you know, I've been doing this. I'm good, I'm good. And he gave me that fatherly nod. He didn't say yes. He didn't say no. He gave me that fatherly nod. And what I mean by that fatherly nod, he ain't saying yes, it's a good idea. He ain't saying no, it's a bad idea. He's saying, you okay though? You all right over there? And I'm like, yeah, okay. How's them pipes looking? Well, I fixed that leak. I was able to get that pipe to stop leaking. Okay. You get that grass cut? Yeah, I knocked it out, but something's wrong with the lawnmower. Okay, we got to mess around and get you another lawnmower over there, and we'll see how that works. But, man, you can't be over there all like that, but, you know, just keep your head down. He didn't say no. He didn't say yes. But he gave me that fatherly go ahead till something happened, basically. You want to know what? I raised my firstborn child in that house. Land ownership is so powerful that my daddy was able to give me that house and charge me a rent so damn cheap. He was able to, you know, when I can't make the rent, he was like, yeah, you owe me one. Never. He knew he wasn't going to get no rent. He knew I was broke. He knew I was a kid with a kid. And I'm married. I'm to a lady led. He knew this, right? So he basically just gave me the house. What that house did for me, my son, and my wife was give us the beginning and the head start that we needed, because I didn't have to be worrying about $450 for rent back then, okay? I didn't have to come up with $450 for rent. I didn't have to come up with all this money for utilities and lights and gas and water. I didn't have to come up with all this money for normal worldly things, homeowners insurance and all of this other stuff, even though they didn't do, you know. The house was paid for, the land was paid for. So he did for me what I did for my daughter. He gave me a head start so I could just move on. So I stayed in that house 5 years, 6 years, something like that. And I didn't sell that house. You know what I did with that house? It's in the family. I gave it to my brother. I just passed it on to my brother. My brother needed a spot, and it's in the family. Boom. So what did I do? I told y'all the story about me selling my car to my neighbor that hooked me up for my down payment for my house, and I ended up buying my first house with me and my wife and my son, and at the time my princess leg. My daddy and my mama gave me the head start of the century, and people don't look at it like that. Do you understand how good it feels to be able to not worry about your child because you already got them something? You don't got to worry about them being out in the world and getting kicked out of their home and end up on the streets and end up sleeping on a park bench. Nope. Let me tell you something. My daughter moved. She got a good job and she moved back to the city, right? You go down a couple of miles, her cabin is still there. And I gotta go cut that grass over there too tomorrow. I still got a cabin. Her land is her land. It's down there. So if she ever feel like the world is just too much for her, and the bills and the this and the that and the da 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 da, and it's just too much for her, she don't ever have to worry about. She don't gotta kiss nobody ass or sleep with the landlord to keep a roof over her head. Her daddy got her a roof right over here. You got your whole own cabin over here. Solar power, yes, it's a little more difficult than hitting a light switch, but baby, you got somewhere to go. And both of my sons do too. They never got it. My son is in college right now telling his friends, I already got a place when I leave out here. I got some land. My daddy bought me some land, got me some land over here off his land. Do you know how good that feels? Do you know what kind of relief that takes off of a parent, that I don't have to worry about my daughter having to go slide up and down no pole to make rent due? My daughter don't have to go sell her body and sleep with the landlord to keep a roof over her head. My daughter don't have to be out in these streets if that don't ever got to cross her MF in mind. Because it has crossed all of our minds at times when things is looking rough, like, I gotta go sell some plasma or something. I gotta go sell some blood or something. I gotta sell off my daddy gold watch or something. You ain't gotta do that. You got somewhere to go. You got heat, you got solar, you got water, you own a stream, you got water sources here, you got a food source. Y'all seen all them animals? Y'all see the video with all the animals? Man, that walks through here every night. My son-in-law went in the beehive, got him some honey. Man, go get you some honey over there, man. We got some fresh honey. You go collect them eggs you eating every day. Get you a little bit of honey. Go ahead, process one of these chickens. Grab you one of these deers, on the low. But you understand what I'm saying? We don't need nothing. Me, everybody was like, why didn't you sell your house? Number one, that's a financial suicide. That's ridiculous. I thought about it, but I'd be shooting myself in the foot. Why would I sell my house when I'm almost done paying for it? I could come here and live out here anytime I want to. I can just stay here like I normally do. Think about that. It's paid for. I ain't got to do nothing. It's paid for. Literally, I have the deed. What am I rushing for again? I'm rushing to do what? I'm trying to rush to have a house built on it. For what? I got basically 3 homes on this land. I got 2 mobile homes and a cabin. What I need to rush for? Unless I'm about to live here permanently, indefinitely. I thought about doing that, but why am I rushing? I already got it. The only reason you really try to be rushing to do things and progress like that is because you're trying to impress other people. And I thought about it. Who am I trying to impress? Listen. Nothing. If you ever hear somebody tell you owning land is stupid, run away from them. Get away from them at high speed. What do they say? Back away. Do not approach, because they are armed and dangerous with ignorance. You ever see that on the news where they be like, if you see this criminal, please do not approach. They're armed and dangerous. Just please call 911. Well, I'm telling you the same thing. If somebody come to you telling you owning land is stupid, do not approach. They are armed and dangerous with ignorance. Get to safety and call 911. Back away slowly. They are armed and dangerous with evil intent and wickedness. They are armed and dangerous with ignorance. Back away slowly, get to a safe place, and call 911. Okay? I mean that with my whole heart, because I'm literally sitting here. I'm sitting here in pure beauty. I'm sitting here in the center of pure beauty. I don't gotta come outside and look at my neighbors cut their grass. I don't gotta come out, go to the mailbox. Hey, neighbor. I don't gotta say nothing to nobody. I got a G40 42 on my hip, and all I'm worried about, I don't want no damn rabbit fox to come out or rabbit raccoon. That's all I'm worried about. And I'm sitting here like, man, I'm withholding all this beautiful information and beautiful sights and scenery because I'm worried about what everybody other people gonna say. I'm worried about, and I didn't even show you. Let me see if y'all can see that. See if y'all can see all them trees I planted. Now, I'm just gonna show you real quick if you can see it. There go all them trees I planted. I told you I planted so many, y'all don't know nothing about none of them. I told you. Ain't nothing stopped here on Freedom Acres. I just stopped putting up video. I got about 10 apple trees, about 5 pear trees, plum trees, lemon, avocado, loquat, persimmons, pomegranate. Now look at this here. Look at this here. Remember, y'all seen all of these peach trees. Everybody said, Led, that big old peach tree gonna die. You gotta cut the branches off. And I said, no, I don't. I know what I'm doing. I done this a million times. Look at that. That's that big peach tree. The only reason the leaves done fell off is because it's that season. You see them turning yellow? Because all the leaves turning yellow on everything. And that's my driveway right there. Look at that. That's the bat cave. They want to tell me that's stupid. I don't have to be getting no inspections from no landlord, and he come in here like, what y'all put holes in the wall for? No, you can't. No, you didn't ask to do that. Now you can't be. No. You can't be digging holes, man. No. Look. And planting food. You gotta ask for the landlord's permission to plant a tree in your yard. It's like a HOA almost. You gotta ask for permission. And at any moment, he can say, man, take that up out of there, man. Nah, I know I said it, but man, that ain't gonna work. That's messing up my pipes. That's messing up my plumbing. Go on, dig that up, man. I'm sorry, but you got to dig that up. At any given moment, he can tell you to get rid of that. All these trees right here, I'm gonna tell you right now, and some of them you can't hardly see because of the weeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got apricot trees, peach trees, plum trees, almond trees, all of that's right here. And then I wrapped around this corner with apples, pears, pomegranates, peaches, plums, everything. How can I leave out my pecan trees? I put pecan trees all in here. I got pecan trees. I got all kind of trees all in the woods, especially my blueberries. Fig trees. Remember I told y'all them fig trees I got? That I just took the chili dog. I did the chili dog method. They coming out here. That's why I put them in a container. The only reason I put them in a container, number one is wintertime, and I will put them in a container anyway, but because they are coming out here. Once I get my mess cleaned up and get back on track with what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm going to bring them out here and I'm going to plant them all in these woods. I'm going to put me some, I'm going to bring them avocados out here because it's hotter here. The temperature is different here. It stays warmer here than it do at where my house is. What was that all done with the chili dog? No, no, no. Some of these are trees I dug up from my house. And I did a whole video. I dug these peach trees up. Everybody see me. Some of these apples and some of these peaches, these big peach trees, I dug that whole tree up, put it on a trailer, and drove hours and planted it. I showed the whole thing. I showed y'all everything. But a lot of these is trees I just keep buying, and I'm planting them out here. I'm not planting any more trees at my house. You see all my tropical garden with avocados and stuff, you see them in containers. I'm not planting any more trees at my house. That's enough for that. This is going to be my oasis. When I finally do have a house built here, it will be already established with every food you can think of, every nutrients that you can think of. I won't even have to worry about any of that. And I'm keeping it away from the interest, so when the house do get built, that none of my fruit trees will have to be torn down, because they'll all be right where, they can go around them. Everything here. And I will show you my bees. Let me see if you can see them. Everybody was like, how's your bees doing on Freedom Acres? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to see if you can see them going. I'm going to try to be still. See them? Let me be still. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I really want you to see this because it's beautiful. I'm going to try to be still. Hold on. Hold on. Dang. It just won't lock in the right direction. There they go. See them coming and going? All of them ain't just bugs and insects. Those are my honeybees. Watch. They keep coming and going in the same direction. See that? It's not a swarm. It's just them doing their daily stuff. Coming and going. That's where my bee hive is, in front of the chicken coop, around that patch of bushes. Okay. That's honey right there. All day. Guess what I do for them? Nothing. Nothing. Everybody say, Leah, what all you gotta do to bees? Nothing. Because I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm in such a country, like when I say country, I'm talking about a rural area. These bees don't need anything from me. How do you know when the hive is full? I don't look at that hive. I don't do nothing. If it's full, it's full. You know what's gonna happen? And I'm sure it has happened already. When that hive gets full, this is what's going to happen. They're going to swarm out of there. They're going to separate. Some bees are going to stay, and they're going to make a new queen, and they're going to keep on in that hive. The other bees are going to leave. Now, what those bees are going to do is go live in the trees or something, some empty shack somewhere, and you know what's going to happen? They're going to swarm away from there too, and they're going to come back here because their scent is here, and they're going to move right into another one of my boxes that I got set up all around my land like they did last summer. I showed y'all. Some bees just moved in. That was it. I didn't do anything. They moved into an empty box. So what I'm doing is letting their DNA get out into the world. And just because you lost some bees, you're going to get them back. All you got to do is just let them do their natural thing. What kills a beehive is us keep on messing with them. Leave them alone. I have not touched that beehive. I'm going to tell you this. Y'all saw me put that beehive there. That one y'all see busy right now. Guess what? I have never touched it. I've never opened it. No, I take it back. Opened it once. Opened it once. Never done anything. And they're jam-packed in there, and you cannot lift that hive because it's so full of honey. Leave them alone. They're out here, and every tree, every flower, they got water sources. My land is on a creek, so a creek run all the way around my whole land. So they got plenty of water, they got plenty of food, they got plenty of resources. What they need from me? All I'm gonna do is take their honey. I'm not gonna help them by doing anything. When you got rural land, you don't gotta worry about, listen, you wanna know why they doing so good and my other bees always be having problems? Ain't nobody spraying no chemicals out here. My neighbors is far off in the distance, right? And you can even hear them, like I can kind of hear them now, but they so far away from me, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, they ain't spraying no damn insecticides, they ain't spraying no herbicides, they ain't spraying that. None of that. Right, ain't no leaf blower, Dave Busby, none of that. Listen, you know how they get rid of insects? Out here, they light a fire. They get their burn barrel and light a fire and throw a couple things of wet, moist, damp wood in there like they smoking some barbecue and smoke out all the insects. They don't be having Orkin and Terminex come out here. That ain't how things is done out here. So the bees can thrive and your livestock can thrive because there's way less chemicals and pollution out here. So they can actually go back to the wild in a way. And people talk about, and I ain't seen my chickens. What they do is go off in the woods. Now they don't even stay in the coop no more. They be off in the woods foraging, and right when it start getting dark, they start coming back. I don't even mess with them no more. You about to get some ducks. Great keeping mosquito bug down. Have you ever kept ducks before in your life, Rebecca? I'm just asking. All seriousness, have you ever, I'm not joking or anything, have you ever kept ducks ever before in your life? It don't matter what kind of ducks they are. Have you ever kept ducks? Ever? Yes, childhood farm. Okay. Michelle, very, very messy. I wouldn't get them. Okay. I needed to know because I was like, if this is your first rodeo, you know, that's just doing too much for me. Oh, yes, we had a pond. Yeah. That's just too much for me. I don't want ducks that bad. That's entirely too much. And if the pond or the water source ain't big enough, it's gonna mess up the water. And if the pond or the water source ain't big enough, it's gonna stink to high heaven. I'm not a fan. I like ducks, but I'm not a fan of how they, they lifestyle. Them ducks got an awful lifestyle, man. I don't like their lifestyle. Okay, I'm answering questions, then I'm gonna go because we've been on here an hour and a half. Does anything happen if you don't harvest honey from your beehive? Yeah, they may swarm. They may swarm, take some of the honey, and then the ones that they leave behind, they'll make more honey. They just keep making more honey. Facts, but what is it called? Muscovy close to goose than ducks. Goose is nasty too. Goose is listen, I have literally hundreds, and if y'all ain't seen them in my videos, hundreds of geese in my backyard at my house. Gross. I step in goose gravy every day. And guess what? Goose poop kind of stink. Even though they just eat grass and stuff, it stink. And no, that's a no for me. It's not that serious to me. They need to be in water. Those are aquatic birds. They need to be near water, and I don't want them messing up my water. Yeah, I step in that goose gravy every day. I can't stand it. That's why I gotta wear a particular kind of shoe before I go out on the back porch or go out in the backyard at my house. I'm answering questions now for the next 2 minutes, y'all. My navel orange tree had thorns above the graft line. Should I be worried? Should I be worried it's root stock? If it's rootstock, it ain't on navel orange anymore. If I'm reading that right, my navel orange tree have thorns above the graft line. Should I be worried? It's rootstock. I don't understand what you mean by that. You just said two separate things. You said it's rootstock, and then you said above the graft line. Which one is it? Above the graft line, it's the tree. Below the graft line, if it's rootstock, it's growing from the rootstock. Johnny, I don't need fertilizer that bad. To step in Duke all day, every day. Just some things, you take things too far. Excuse me, y'all. This I just got done cutting that grass, and I just shot out mud out my nose. Some things ain't worth it. Some things you gotta start talking about, like common sense. Like, okay, I'm gonna answer questions since I don't have any questions. I'm gonna answer a old question that I always tell people I'm not gonna do, but I'm gonna do it. Lead, what is your ultimate livestock if you could only pick one? My answer, chickens. All day, every day. I can pick whatever kind of livestock I want on this land, but it's gonna be chickens for me. You know why? Because you don't gotta do nothing for no chicken. Chicken gonna take care of itself. If you give a chicken somewhere to run at night and go roost at night, you don't gotta worry about that chicken leaving. The only thing you gotta worry about is if a fox, coyote, raccoon, or something, a predator get your chicken. Other than that, that chicken is not gonna leave you. That chicken is like a faithful dog. Your neighbor will come and keep feeding that chicken. That chicken still, it'll let the neighbor feed it, but it won't show him no love. Chickens. Why chickens, Led? Not just because they tame. They eat all the fleas and the ticks out the grass. They eat all the predators and all the little things that's gonna harm you. They eat the spiders, they eat the poisonous creatures out of the woods. So you can walk through the woods with a little bit of safety and security. Here's another one. They give you breakfast every single day. Every day. You don't gotta feed them. They're feeding themselves. You don't gotta water them. Well, if you have water on your land, you don't gotta water them. Show them the water source and they'll go to it every day. But you don't gotta feed them. You don't have to water them. And every day, you know what they're gonna give you? They're gonna give you breakfast. They're gonna give you eggs. And then if you wanna go ahead and bust one of them down, they're gonna give you that 8-piece. that crispy 8-piece every day if you want to. What else can they do? If you got a rooster, they gonna multiply better than rabbits. If you get a rooster into your livestock, if you got land, all you need is one rooster. I'm gonna say per 15 hens, you're gonna have more chickens because they're gonna reproduce faster than rabbits. Yeah, you're gonna get a crispy 8-piece with a side order of slaw and puppies. No, that's fish. Biscuits. Whew. Wait till them come back to the house. Might have to grab one of them by the leg. But you understand what I'm saying? So you got food, you got dinner, you got breakfast every single day. Remember, if it's dinner, it's a one-hitter quitter. It's only one dinner out of them, okay? But breakfast every single day. You're gonna have protein every single day. What did you put into this chicken? Now let's do this mathematically. What did you put into the chicken to get so much out of it? If you letting the doggone chicken free range, you're not feeding it. If you're letting the chicken go to the stream and get its water, or to your pond and get its water, you're not watering it. All you're doing is giving it somewhere to go. And frankly, all the time, depending on what kind of chicken you got, it don't need you to put it'll roost up in one of these trees. Yes, chickens can fly. So you got to think about how much am I putting in? How much am I investing into the chicken versus what I'm getting back? See, you can't even say I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply and buy one of them cages, right? You don't have to do that. You can go and get some scrap wood and some pallets and build you a coop. You don't have to, and they free. You don't have to do that. See? So what you putting into it versus what you getting out, it's a no-brainer. With any other livestock, you gotta maintain them. A goat, I know people that got goats. They gotta go catch the goat. The goat gonna eat the doggone fruit trees you just planted. The goat's gonna start chewing on the doggone shed and chewing on the side of the house. All them other livestock. Cows, you got to make sure you rotating and taking them to different pastures, and you got to make sure they got good amount of hay and straw and bedding and all blah blah. No, thank you. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Hens and a rooster, I'm good. Any thoughts of digging a pond on the back 40 and having some fish? Yeah, I showed that. Well, yeah, I can't say it like No. I showed everybody earlier when me, Lady Led, and Princess Led, I showed y'all where my pond gonna be. Off in the corner, I hold this one corner behind the tents. I hold it sacred because it stays soppy up there. And when I had my water test done, when the man came and checked my land, he said, this is perfect for a pond. If you was thinking about a pond, I said, that's exactly where I was thinking about. Because it is clay and it does hold water in that area. And it's about the area that I'm thinking, about a half an acre. All I want is a half acre pond. Not trying to put no boat in it. I just want somewhere where I got somewhere that can hold fish. Because fish, that's a food source. It's gonna draw some aquatic birds. That's a food source. So I don't want it for swimming or none of that. Do you still have your turkeys? No. Yeah, they fell in love with some biscuits and left home. Yeah, they cheated on me with some biscuits and gravy, and I don't think they're gonna make it back to the house. You know how that go. Yeah, they was like, I'm leaving you, Led. What? What? What did I do? Who, me? You leaving me after all I done for you? Yeah, and this is my new girlfriend, Biscuits. Oh, gotcha. So yeah. Turkeys is gone. And frankly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want no more turkeys. I'm not saying I won't never get no more, but I don't want no more. We do have wild turkeys here. So when it comes to a food source, raising a turkey, no. They eat too much. They too messy. They, they ain't the smartest in the bunch at all. So no, for the turkeys. We have wild turkeys walking around here. So when I used to wake up in the RV, before I brought the tent out, I would look out and see wild turkeys off in these trees. I'm gonna show you where the wild turkeys be. The wild turkeys be right in there, right out there past the back of the tents and everything. Walking down this area right here where you see that sunlight beaming through. That's where the turkeys be hanging out early in the morning. They ain't. I don't need no turkeys. And every time when I had the turkeys, they gobbling back and forth. They looking at my turkeys, looking in the cage like, what you in there for? And he was so stupid. He didn't know you could just go and be free with them. No, you dumb. You gonna come over here and eat wood chips. You could be eating good food. You sticking with me eating my wood chips up. My wood burning pellets. Any more questions? What is the zone for jujube trees? I'm gonna have you Google that because it may have changed. Yeah, C Miles, hoof care on goats. Anything with them hooves, goats, cows, horses, all that. I'm not even raising no pigs. That's just too much. It's wild hogs around here somewhere anyway. I'm too much for me. Too much work. Well, let me get on out of here, y'all. I want to say thank you for listening to me because this to me was an important message. Uh, no, we are not going to have that movie night. I'm going to tell you why we can't have the movie night. That movie is not out on television. And I think they want me to sign up. It wasn't Hulu. That movie was called Civil War. It's it's on some network that I've never heard of, and they want me to subscribe for $16.97 a month. And I'm like, no, we can wait. We can wait. Because I'm not subscribing to no networks just so I can watch a movie. On Max, that's what it was. No, I'm not going through all that. I seen it on YouTube, but I can't find it. It's on YouTube, and it was like rented for $14. I was willing to do that through my YouTube subscription. Uh, but no. Do I have a well? No. I don't necessarily need no well. Really. Having a well is great though. I wish I did have one, but I don't need one. If I take my sump pump and follow this path down here, let me show you. If I follow this path right through here, through this hole, right through there is my part of my stream. Put a sump pump and a solar power generator out there, and I'm gonna show you another one. Check this out. Watch this. Right down there, let me see, let me aim it. Right down there in that hole, right, no, it's not that one. Yeah, it is. Right in this hole, right here, right here. Wait, this hole right here. That's another stream. I got streams, creeks running all through my land. I don't need no water. All I got, and it runs all year round, summer, winter, spring, and fall. Say yes, somebody told me to sell my house and move back to the city. I said, for what? Uh, what what type of chicken would you recommend for a beginner? I can only give you my favorite. I can't recommend what you should have. For a beginner, I'm a play with you. I'm gonna say Buff Orpington is my all-time hands down favorite chicken ever in life, period. Plain, simple, nothing else to talk about. Buff Orpington. That's my favorite chicken. They're beautiful, they're quiet, they're docile, they're productive, they're great egg layers, and they're great mamas. They get broody and they hatch out their own chicks, and they're great mamas, and they keep doing that, and they don't make a whole bunch of noise. They don't do no cackling and all that others. Buff Orpington. After that, Rhode Island Reds. I don't really get into Leghorns that much. I know everybody do. And I forgot, they're delicious. I couldn't leave that out. Beginning chicken to me is Buff Orpington because they will almost act like pets. They're very aware of danger, and as big as they is, yes, they can fly. And they're beautiful, big and fluffy and golden. Yes, Buff Orpington all day. Easy to take care of, easy to manage. Let's see. This not on Hulu, CJ. If you have Prime, you can do a 1 week. I'm not doing no trials because that's how they get you. You forget that you got a trial until you get the bill. I don't do trials. No, thank you. It's not. This ain't that serious. somebody told me to sell my house and move to the city. Let me tell you this. Don't do it. Have you put up any trail cams so we can see wildlife pics? I already showed you wildlife pics. And I don't have trail cams. I have security cameras all throughout my land. And I don't show you all of them because it's telling too much. I only show you a couple of them. Yes, Carrie, Buff Orpington, yes. Let me see. Somebody asked me something else earlier. That was a troll. What kind of bananas do you have? What kind are you looking for? I gotta answer that question with a question because I don't understand the meaning of it. Like, what do you need to know? Like, me telling you what I have is not going to help you. What are you looking for? Say I live in Lawrence County. What kind would grow here and produce bananas? Lawrence County where? What state? South Carolina. A Rajapuri and a Grand Name. Those are two super easy, highly productive bananas. Raja Puri and a Grand Name. Highly productive. Or a plantain, any kind of plantain. Raja Puri, Grand Name, or a plantain. All of those are highly productive. And you don't got to dig them up every winter. I don't know where Lawrence County is though. So if you're in the northern South Carolina, you might want to be careful too. How you doing, Pleasantry? All right, y'all. I'm gonna go and get on off of here. It's just so doggone beautiful. It's mosquito hour, and I done sprayed myself already, so I ain't. You see, I keep doing this. Mosquitoes. Do you have any plants for sale? No. Near Newberry, above Newberry. Okay, I know where that is. You should be fine. I gotta go wash all this mess off of me. Say, tell Lady Led Shalom, you look so content and you're happy. Listen, she would be with me if she didn't have so much to do. She is booked up. She got so much stuff going on. But I couldn't wait for her today. I needed to get some work done. And plus, this is my playground. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is my home away from home. Can't say home away from home. This is my home. And I can sit out. You know what I like to do? I like to sit outside. I like to sit outside. And that's one thing you can't do in the city unless you want a bunch of people listening to you, judging you, bugging you, asking you questions. All my life I've been out. I buy this house for my wife. I buy the yard for me. I like to be outdoors all day. If weather allows it, I prefer to be outside. And in the city, you cannot do it. Hi, neighbor. Hi, neighbor. And I'm not a mean person. I just don't, man, I don't want, early in the morning, I don't want to be looking at you. I wake up, I want to drink my coffee, watch the sunrise. Look at this, watch this, just the beauty of this. See how the sun is going down? This is that time you make you some nice herbal tea. You sit back in your easy chair like this, or pour you a little shot of cognac. Who? Nothing. Nothing. This thing. And you know something? I'ma say this. Uh, I don't even want no screened in porch. I like being out. I wanna out. I don't even want no screened in porch. I wanna be out here in the world. Screened in porch ain't nothing but a breakfast nook with screen on. I don't want to have nothing to do with being indoors. I don't. I'm just not a indoorsy kind of dude. Even when I lived in the north, when I lived in Ohio, man, I'll freeze to death because I'm always outside. I'd rather be outside. Uh, I promise you. You know something else, y'all? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at that. I can't show you everything, but you see that? You know what? How? Hey, Grunwell Hudson, how you doing? How do you deal with snakes? Man, y'all think about the wrong stuff, man. You know what? I'm not letting nothing douse my flame today. How do I deal with snakes? I don't. I don't. Y'all, let me break it down to you. We might as well just round this up. You let the most trivial things ruin your life experiences. Y'all, I be feeling bad for y'all. I do. I'm asking because that's a great fear of mine. Yes, listen, a snake is a great fear of yours. I can't tell you how to overcome your fear. I'm not a psychiatrist. But I will say this, and I'm not certified nor qualified to give you such information. I'm going to tell you what I do. I can only do that, okay? I'm not going to tell you what you should do. I'm going to tell you what I do. All of the little shit in my life that I'm scared of, the little trivial things that seems to be blockers in my life, I find something greater to be more happy about. That's going to overcome that fear. You let something, I see people be scared of spiders, scared of snakes. Okay, want to hear one of my kryptonites? I'm going to give it to you. Bats. It's the nastiest freaking thing. Bats. Bats. Gross. Grosses me out. A bat. You want to hear me squeal like a little girl? Bats. Don't ever pull no prank on me with no bat. I'm going to punch you dead in your mouth. Bats. Do I let bats run me in the house because I like being outside at night? No. Because my longing and my love for the outdoors is greater than my fear or disgust of bats. And again, don't give me, oh, but they eat all of the insects. I don't give a shit. Now, I'm being honest with you. I don't care what good they do for the humanity or the world. I don't care. Okay, because everybody's like, how could you be scared of bats? Because I'm not going to give you the whole spiel about why are you scared of snakes? They're more scared of you than you are. I'm not giving you that spiel because I'm here with you. Okay, I'm not about to tell you, yeah, I know bats eat bugs, mosquitoes, and things that want to sting me. Don't care. Gross. Gross, okay? But I don't let them control my life because if you let the fear of snakes, something that may be here or may not be here, you let that control the outcome of your destiny, you really need some prayer. You need to go and talk to God. I'm not kidding either. You need to talk to God because your fear of something that simple is actually hindering you from your blessings. And that's what I'm saying right now. You're letting something so ridiculous hinder you from your blessings. I don't like bats. I don't like them. And you can't make me like them. Don't want to see them. Don't want to see the exhibits. And the ones that really scare me and gross me out is them ones as big as a third grader to eat fruit. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Listen, you want to see me throw up on camera? You ever seen one of the big ass 3 foot tall fruit bats that look like a fourth grade kid with a backpack on? You want to see me pass the hell out? That right there. But I'm not going to let the thought of that stand in the way of my blessings. This is my blessing right here. Pleasantry, you don't know about them? Go look online and look at them giant fruit bats. Be hanging up on people's porch like somebody drunk ass uncle. No. You will come out on the porch and look one of them square in the eye and be like, hey, come on in the house, man. You know it's getting cold out here, because you still ain't figured out that that's not a man. It's so freaking huge. It's not a man that you're talking to. And you won't know until he, yeah, have me screaming. I'm not even telling you to overcome your fear. I'm just telling, because you not going to make me. There's nothing scientifically logical or loving or biblical or scriptural that you're going to do and tell me to make me love bats, because it's not happening. You understand? Okay. So I just hope on Judgment Day, like, God don't say something like, if you want to come into heaven, you have to kiss this bat. Excuse me, God. Yeah. What's my alternatives? Eternal damnation. Kiss a bat. Or what else again? Eternal damnation. How long do I get to decide? Can I sleep on this? Because I just need a moment. I'm telling you, that's how I feel about bats. I'm telling you, I'd be like, Lord, ain't looking at him and being this close to him, ain't that good enough? No, you gotta kiss the bat. Whew. Can I go back down to earth just for a little while so I can think about it? Can I think about it for a couple of years, please, sir? But no, you don't let, listen, y'all, don't let, what was I telling y'all earlier about people dousing your flame? You know, don't let nobody douse your flame. Please. All right. Anyway, let me get out of here. This right here, remember, throw a couple logs on your fire. Burn bright. Burn hot. And no hater can get nowhere close to you without burning to a cinder of ash. With that said, everybody enjoy your night, because I sure the heck will. Listen to that, man. I'm telling you this. For the people that's really looking for land, you have no idea. I want to bring you here so bad and sit you in this chair right here and sit here and look at this with me for as long as you want to. No time limit. And sop this in and tell me how fake this is to you. Leaves for. That's what I would like. I wish I could bring you here and sit you down, because my words mean nothing. I don't have the vocabulary to describe this feeling. I do not have, you cannot go to college and get your doctorate in the English language of any sort and have a proper vocabulary for this. There's no words for this. You know how they find these pyramids and they find these old tombs and they trying to figure out the script and the hieroglyphics and stuff, and they trying to figure out what they say and all of that. And they was some of the hieroglyphics, the reason why they can't read the hieroglyphics because there is no English word for that symbol. So they'll never know what that means. That's this. There is no word in the English language for this feeling. This feeling that I have right now is as mysterious as the conception of birth and the exit of death to me. Everybody knows you die, and everybody knows when the egg and the seed come together, magic. They don't got nothing else to say about that. When the seed meets the egg and then join, the seed goes into the egg, life happens. There is no word for that. It's magic. It's miracle. It's a miracle happens. When you die and you actually get to the point where you take your last breath and your soul leave your body, that right there is the opposite of what happened when you was born. That too has no word for it. It's a miracle. Death is a miracle. And nobody can explain it. All the scientists on the world still trying to figure out what's happening to you right at that moment. They'll never know. And just like when that seed meets that egg, you'll never know that spark, that one spark. You don't know what that is. And that is what this is. There's no words for this. There's no description for this. It's something that you just have to see for yourself. You have to feel it for yourself. Because explaining it to people is like, it make you look stupid because you're constantly trying to find the words to say to explain what this feels like. The only word that I can come up with, which some people have no clue because some people have never experienced this ever, not even one moment in their life. The only word that I can explain this and describe this to you is as what I named it: freedom. Okay, I saw something. Freedom. That's the only word I got. This has got to be what freedom feels like. That's why we named it Freedom Acres, because this is it, right? So with that being said, y'all, listen, y'all enjoy y'all night. I love y'all. I gotta get busy living or get busy dying. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy, all right? Oh, by the way, y'all, here go a couple of them. Remember those pear trees I took off that pear tree? There they go right there. I was supposed to be planting them. Them is them same ones that I took off this spring and brought, no, last winter. Last winter, I took those off. Now it's time to go in the ground. Thank you, Lori Lewis. Thank you for that. Say, followed your journey. So happy for you and Lady Leah. Thank you for that. I sure appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Did you say what you had to say about the mower tractor already? Yeah, I've been said that. About me starting it up, it was miraculous. There is no reason why it should have started. I have not cut this thing on since last fall. And it's literally been out in the weather, out in the rain, in the elements. So let me get out of here. Hey, y'all have a wonderful night. Don't let nobody douse your fire. With that being said, I love y'all. and I'm out.